least 80 volunteers are headed out there. They have not forgotten those Sunday tornadoes as well. They're including locations in Shawnee, Edmond, Little Axe, and of course more helping to clean up and helping folks with disaster relief. And if you are looking to see where they are tonight, you can go to okdisasterhelp.com, and they have photos and information and updates, so you can get situated with them if you're looking for a little bit of assistance. Even the Infant Crisis Center services is offering help to the little ones, the babes out there who maybe lost their home, lost their onesies, lost their pacifiers.
Right.
So if you have some of those extra things that you can donate, Infant Crisis Services would happily accept what you have for the newbies, the newborns.
We do want to remind everybody that our regular Fox programming, we're going to start airing at midnight tonight. So if you are looking for So You Think You Can Dance and some of the other great Fox programming shows, you're going to catch those starting at midnight tonight. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to start the primetime news at 9 coming up in just a few minutes. We have new information we're going to share with you. We're going to talk about the weather, a little bit of everything coming up. So we want to thank you for being with us through this day of rebuilding and recovery, and we will continue with the Fox 25 primetime news at 9 coming up in just a few moments.
It's breathtaking. It just makes you lose your breath for a while, especially as you go up to the schools where the school children were.
We were just singing our ABCs, and then we realized it was coming, and we just told the kids a big train's coming.
As a nation, our full focus right now is on the urgent work of rescue and the hard work of recovery and rebuilding that lies ahead.
It'll be okay. We'll all get through it.
Devastation in Moore tonight as crews continue to search the rubble for survivors of an EF5 tornado.
Well, you have crews all over the damaged area with reports from victims and how they're dealing with such a tragedy.
So this is what we know so far about the devastation. The confirmed death toll stands at 24. 237 people were injured. Thousands of people remain without power tonight, and the president has declared a major disaster declaration. So let's get straight to our reporters who are in the rubble. We are continuing our team coverage. First, we're going to go to Fox 25's Phil Cross.
Yes, he joins us live from the Southwest 4th and Telephone Road. Phil.
Good evening, guys. We've been out here all day long, and we've been here through the rain, through the sunshine, and now into the evening hours as the last of the residents out here in the homes, the volunteers, the rescuers are kind of wrapping up their work for the evening. The place that where we've been is actually the parking lot of the 7-Eleven that used to be here. Behind me, you can see some of the rubble that's left behind from this 7-Eleven, and inside of this 7-Eleven store, 3 people died, including a 3-month-old infant, a little baby boy. Died inside this store right here as he and his mother were seeking shelter. Now, while we were out here today, we met a lot of people and heard a lot of different stories, and one of those came from a lady named Amy, who came up to us crying, not wanting information about anybody else. She knew that her loved one, her cousin, had died inside this store. The only thing she wanted to know was if we knew where exactly the body was pulled from, and if we knew or could help her find her cousin's car, because she just wanted some sort of final closure. And so we were able to speak with her about the life that she lost.
Imagine. And then look at this, so you can't even tell what kind of car. Find her car. A maroon.
But you said it was your cousin?
Yeah.
What was your cousin's name?
Megan Billingsley.
And what was her little baby's name?
Case.
Case? 3 months old?
Yes.
And they had pulled in here looking for some shelter.
Yeah. She had left Highland West. She's a teacher at Highland West. She left Highland West and went to go get her kid from the babysitters and called her husband, and he said, "You don't have time to get home. Stop at your closest place." So she pulled in here and told him she was going to run inside. And her and her baby are the 2 that died over here with the worker.
3 months old is tough.
Very, very, very. And she leaves behind an 8-year-old, so it's even harder on him. He wore tennis shoes today for his mama, so I hope she's fine in heaven with her dad, and I just hope she looks over all of us.
Tell me a little bit about, she's a teacher.
Yeah, she's special needs teacher. She works at Highland West Junior High. Sweetest girl. I just can't believe she's gone.
You've got to have a big heart to be a teacher, especially that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes. She does for sure. But it'll be okay. We'll all get through it.
We just.
It's just devastating. It's unbelievable. You can't believe it. But she'll be okay. She'll be okay.
So will the little baby.
Yes. Oh yeah. He will too. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. I just pray they didn't suffer for very long. I just hope God took him quick. So that's it.
Can I get your name?
My name's Amy Pulliam.
How do you spell the last name? And then we ended up walking with Amy through this field out here that's just littered with crumpled cars left over from this tornado. She was actually looking for a maroon SUV out here. Unfortunately, there's a few maroon cars, but very few are even recognizable as to the make or model. It's just going to be a long task as she's looking for this closure. But even in the middle of all of these tragic, just heart-wrenching stories, we also met people out here who walked out of this devastated area smiling. They were smiling not because of anything happy that happened out here, but because they walked away with the most important thing, and that was their family. Especially, we talked to one mother who had taken her daughter out of her third grade class at Plaza Tower Elementary School. That school is actually just a few blocks that direction, and that's the school where the third grade class suffered just some unspeakable loss with some of the students who died there. And these families and these kids are still looking for answers, still trying to find their classmates, their friends, the family members. So there's still just a lot of recovery left to go out here, a lot of heartbreak, but also a lot of hope for the future and what this storm will ultimately mean for the future of this area and the future of these families and the future of Oklahoma. Reporting live and more, Phil Cross, Fox 25 News.
Phil Cross, thank you so much. And many, many sad stories caused by the storm, also some glimmers of hope.
Fox 25's Keisha Henry spoke with other victims who sorted through the debris this afternoon. She also caught up with a very famous Oklahoman, Toby Keith. Let's go to Keisha.
Well, guys, we are still here on Southwest 6th Street, and this time you will never believe who we ran into. We are here with Mr. Toby Keith himself. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I was here for the tornado the day before, the first one, and I had to go to Nashville. I flew, as soon as I landed, I saw it on that weather app hit, and it hit my sister's house. She lives straight east here, about 2 miles, and it didn't completely blow it away, but it had to be boarded up and fixed, so I flew back and landed, and then I got attacked by the news people, but we're here. I just met the most charming lady over here. I hope you got footage
She's
of that.
great, Debbie.
Her house is down on her cars, and she's just smiling and chirping. It's like the spirit of Oklahoma is just unbelievable.
And speaking of that, I mean, this is your home, and walking around and seeing all of this, what are your thoughts and what have you seen?
Well, 4 streets over here is where I went to grade school. So every one of these streets around here, I pounded on a bicycle as a kid, you know, and to see this is gone. I mean, there's places where you stand and you can see for a mile, you know, and there's houses and stuff usually here, and it just looks really different. The old DX station was there on the corner for years. It's gone. Used to be Zach, it's now Jerry's. It made it, but everything on this side of the road back west and on the other side of the road, once you get out there, it's just smashed. And it's a big. I flew back in today and got to see it. It's pretty amazing from the sky. The camera doesn't cover what you get to really see with your eye to take your breath.
It really doesn't do it justice. And speaking of that devastation, do you have plans to help in any way?
Oh, absolutely. First of all, I want to tell everybody tonight to get a hold of Red Cross Salvation Army. Some of those first people, that's the best. They're in here busting it. And so if you make donations, go tonight to that. Second of all, the mayor and the Sheriff Joe Lester and some of the police chiefs and stuff around here will get a laundry list together of what we need, and then we'll come back with some more as far as music goes stuff, I've got 500 texts on my phone from music industry wanting to they always come together and want to do benefit stuff. So I'm sure that Joe C has contacted me at OU and said, Owen Field jersey, you want it? I know some people are talking about doing something at Chesapeake Arena, but at this point right here, I want to get all my family and friends boarded up and get everybody taken care of first, and then and Red Cross. That's where you need to go right now until we get a little bigger laundry list.
Perfect. And one last question for you. Aside from Red Cross, any advice for the people out here tonight?
Well, I just met that little lady there. Sad as it gets, the people are just glad to be alive. Be thankful. If you say your prayers if you made it through, and pray for the ones that didn't, and know that the spirit of Oklahoma is going to bounce back. They always do. We've seen this time and time again. And all these national news guys that are in here saying, "Wow, these people are so resourceful and so helpful." There's more locals in here helping and passing out food and blankets and water than there are professional people in here, like first responders. It's amazing. That's why you live in Oklahoma. Oklahoma's a great place.
Oklahoma strong and Oklahoma proud. We've got Toby Keith himself here with us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll send it back into you guys.
Toby Keith saying that there are 500 text messages on his phone, so look for a relief concert soon. And check out these pictures. Such a massive storm, a massive tornado. This is a satellite photo of just what that tornado looked like from above. The National Weather Service says they have found at least one area of EF5 damage, and Fox 25 meteorologist John Slater was chasing the tornado, and it turned on him.
Yeah, John, so talk to us about the storm's path and its massive size tonight.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And we have more tornado video, more terrible tornado video coming in from that tornado that hit Moore in South Oklahoma City yesterday. This is when it first touched down near Newcastle. This is incredible video. Now, we're not taking credit for this video. This is not Fox 25's video. I pulled this off of YouTube. I don't know who shot this video. I appreciate it that they posted it on YouTube. Just incredible video. Look at this. He's driving right up to this thing. Now, he's on the back side. He's looking towards the east-northeast. This is around Newcastle. It's moving east of Newcastle now. It went from just a stovepipe tornado, maybe EF1, EF2, to now EF3, almost EF4 category right now. Here's EF4 turning into EF5. He's really close to this tornado right now. It's just off to his east, and this thing is just incredible as it's spinning with winds up over 200 miles per hour. And it's like a buzzsaw going right in to West Moore at this particular time. So just incredible video that I've been watching all day. I've been kind of surfing the internet, checking out various video streams from folks on Facebook and such and YouTube, and it's been just incredible watching this thing. And can you imagine being right there? All right, let's check out the latest from the National Weather Service. EF5 rating, peak winds 200 to 210 miles per hour. The path length, 17 miles. Maximum width, about 1.3 miles. It started around 2:45 early afternoon, a little more than 4 miles west of Newcastle, right where we had that video of that first touching down, and it kind of turned into a rope and dissipated around 3:35, about 4.8 miles east of Moore. All right, now here is the track. Again, from the National Weather Service, west of Newcastle, there's the track through Moore, dissipating east of Sooner Road, east of Moore, about 3:30 or so. And you can see the track here, and this color code is the intensity. Now, most of the intensity of this storm was about EF3 to EF4, but there was a smaller area they found of EF5 intensity, so they rated an EF5, and that was mainly in the Briarwood Elementary, and this is basically around southwest 149th and Santa Fe. This is where they measured the EF5 intensity, and believe it or not, this is where I was with Fox 25 photojournalist Corey Young. We were videotaping right now an EF4, which was turning into an EF5 tornado. It was coming right at us. We were standing just like this right here, and just behind me, behind my back here, were the elementary schools. So it was coming right at us, and stick around. I'm going to show you what this looked like right after the tornado came on through. When I was standing here watching this, the sound was incredible. It sounded like a freight train, a waterfall, a buzzsaw. It was just incredible as it was approaching our area. The good news is that system moving away. Skies are clear right now. No threat for any severe weather overnight tonight. We're going to see some areas of patchy fog form by morning. It'll be cool, a light north breeze. We're in the 50s in the morning. Some patchy, dense fog is possible. That could cause a few problems for the folks trying to clean up. with maybe some low visibility and a little dampness. But the weather looks pretty good tomorrow. I'll have that forecast and more on the tornado that's coming up.
All right, sir, thank you very much. Well, our viewers have certainly been our eyes and ears in the aftermath of this terrible storm.
Yeah, and as we go to break, here are just a few of the photos that they sent in. We're going to be right back.
We continue our team coverage on the devastation and more. Of course, this is still an ever-changing story. Crews are continuing to go from house to house, or more likely, rubble pile to rubble pile, to make sure that they found every storm victim.
Fox 25's Tiffany Tacho joins us live from more. Tiffany.
Well, you're right. Crews are still going from house to house doing their searches. They have done their preliminary search, which is complete. They're on their secondary, hoping to get a third search done by nightfall. And actually, as night falls, they're telling people they need to leave the area. That is what they're saying. And they're saying these conditions are just too dangerous to have people wandering around in the dark. Things like this, like poles on the ground. We have boards with nails poking out. So they're telling everybody they need to leave this area and go find shelter for the night. They are more than welcome to come back in the morning and finish sifting through what's left and trying to find valuables. But I can tell you, these people, they made the best of daylight out here. We have seen so many people just with great stories of things they have found or losses they've suffered. But the best thing is all of these people are survivors and they have great stories behind them. The governor also taking full advantage of daylight. She started out her day with an aerial tour, actually looking at all of the damage from above, and she told us it was incredible. She said there was so much damage you could not even tell which neighborhood, which community you were looking at. Street signs completely gone, houses completely gone, really not even sure where she was looking. And then later on in the afternoon, she actually went on a ground tour. We were actually alongside with her while she looked at the school that was just destroyed, saying how it's so hard to believe that there were students in there yesterday, and today nothing left whatsoever. She did also tell us that federal assistance is on the way, and FEMA was actually touring that area with her. Now, we have also been talking to first responders all day, and they're saying the same thing, that they just cannot believe the destruction out here. But what they're actually seeing today is so many folks walking back and forth, back and forth. The thing is no hydration. There's not a lot out here. There's no water. There's no power. So they're actually having people who are having, heat-related illnesses, that sort of thing. So if you are coming back in the morning, you definitely need to hydrate and you need to be careful. And that is the message that they're sending. But again, as nightfall is coming upon us, they are asking everybody to leave the area. Reporting live in Moore, Tiffany Tatro, Fox 25 News.
Sometimes it is the simple things like just staying hydrated. Hundreds of thousands of people sending their love and support to the community of Moore.
Fox 25's Jordan Lucero spoke with some rabbis this afternoon with how they are helping. She joins us now live from Southwest 4th and Telephone Road. Jordan.
Yeah, Mike, we did speak with some rabbis earlier today. They were out here trying to offer any help they could. The Chabad Jewish Community Center of Oklahoma City was offering shelter, food, anything they could get to people. That's just one of the many clergy that we found in this area, coming here from all over the place, trying to help out in any way they can. And one of those people now we have, Pastor, tell us why you came here and where you're from.
Well, we're from Chinle, Arizona. We pastor the Memorial Baptist Church there. We're actually here just to offer support and see if anybody needs any prayer, exactly what we could offer them. So,
why was it important for you to come and offer that kind of help?
Well, we know with a lot of different tragedies that have happened, with Katrina and everything, a lot of ministers don't get a chance to get around, and it just happened that it seems like the Lord just directed us this way as we were coming, and we just felt like it was a very important time for us to come here and offer support. So, yeah.
Now, this community, Moore in Oklahoma, is a very religious community. They always find comfort in things like this. How is it that it helps to have clergy like this in a time of need?
Well, I believe that when they see clergy, they know that they have somebody they can depend on and trust, somebody that's there to help them. A lot of times if you see different people, you never know who's right and who's wrong to help you. But usually when people see clergy, even though a lot of times you see on the news that clergy hasn't done so good, but when clergy does something like this, I think it just shows the community some good about them. So, yeah.
All right, and you came in this afternoon. Tell us what your impression was when you finally did pull up on this scene.
All we saw was just tragedy and just turmoil. Watching it on television and actually seeing it with your own eyes is two different things. So when we finally saw it, we just saw devastation and can just imagine the things these people endured and suffered here. So, yeah.
All right. Is there anything that you want to tell people to help them try to get through this time of need?
Yeah, just hold on to the Lord and know that He'll make a way. Even though sometimes it might not look like it might not look like you're going to make it, there is still hope. Just know that us from Chinle, Arizona is praying for you, and that my wife and I are praying for you, and that anything we can do to help you, just let us know if you see us out here. So.
All right. Thank you very much, Pastor. And again, just one of the many people that are out here trying to help in any way they can. And if you still do need help, if you want to reach out to the Chabad Jewish Community Center of Oklahoma City, you can go to their website. That's jewishokc.com/relief, and it gives all the information from there. Of course, there are many organizations, as we've been telling you, that are helping in any way that they can, and they will continue to do so. Reporting live and more, Jordan Lucero, Fox 25 News.
All right, Jordan, thank you very much. Well, it is certainly hard to imagine what those who survived went through after riding out that storm.
And as we go to the break, we have video of a man as he emerges from his storm shelter. This is him taking video, actually stepping out.
For the first time, seeing his neighborhood. When he went in there, he heard the rumble. And
Had
as
a home.
he sat there, he probably felt it shake. He may have heard the sound. And when he emerged, this is what he saw.
Unbelievable. That's why we're glad we have storm shelters.
Yeah.
And we will be right back.
This is the Fox 25 Primetime News at 9.
As people begin the healing process, they turn to give.
Yeah, Fox 25's Priscilla Luong was at OU where they were collecting items for those in need. Priscilla.
Inside Walker Center at the University of Oklahoma, where there's been a tremendous outpouring of support. And we've got one of the volunteers here, Bridget Castromino. Thank you so much for joining us. Tell us about all the donations we see behind us here.
Definitely. So this is our donation store. We started late last night, and the community has completely reached out. They have been coming nonstop since last night. We have so much here. The families get to come in and get some toys for their children, get clothes. Most of them come in and say, this is what we have. They grab their shirt, they grab their clothes. This is what we have. And so it's so great to be able to provide for them, and it's so great that our community is coming together and that the Sooner family can be there for them.
And talk about some of the interactions that you've had with the families that have lost everything in this tornado.
Definitely. At first it was pretty hard seeing them come in and knowing that we were gonna be the ones to be strong for them, and so it got really hard at times. But knowing that we could be there for them and walking through this store and getting them clothes, getting them toiletries, letting them know that they have a place to belong, watching these kids just be so happy. There was hope in their eyes. They could count on their fellow Oklahomans. They could count on their Sooners. It just is a truly enlightening, encouraging, emboldening moment that I have experienced throughout these past 24 hours.
And are you guys still taking donations at this time?
Right now, we would suggest to take all of the donations to Red Cross. We have completely filled up this area as well as a whole entire hall. So we're asking just donations, anything to go to the Red Cross. We can only accept gift cards at this time for the families.
All right, Bridget, thank you so much for joining us. And you'll hear more from the University of Oklahoma later this evening in Norman. Priscilla Luong, Fox 25 News.
All right, Priscilla, thank you. Well, we want to say thanks to the viewers because today they have been our eyes and ears out there in the aftermath of the storm.
And as we go to break, here are just a few of those photos that they sent in. We'll be right back.